Hello, my honeys. So I'm currently doing something that I never do, which is here he comes. Here he comes. They're doing something that they always do. But I am starting a vlog at night. It's a Friday night and my significant other is on his way over. We're gonna spend the night here tonight and we'll head into the city tomorrow to look at some apartments. So for supper tonight, he is not plant-based. He is. I don't know. He loves the term plant forward. I introduced him to the term plant forward and he is here for it. So he'll bring over a vegan meal tonight. He eats all 3 meals at work and they have a vegan option for every single meal, which is like, honey, what are we doing here? So he'll bring over his meal. He eats nowhere close to as simply as I do. And I know that this is something that people struggle with, eating with a partner who doesn't eat this way, or maybe you eat differently from your family. And for us, it's about being together and being able to come together at the end of the night, and he has his meal and I have my meal, but it's not about, you know, if the meal is the only thing that's tying us together, then I might want to find me a new boyfriend. There's so much more for us to share, and it doesn't have to be the food. So I'm gonna keep it super simple. This is a Hawaiian sweet potato that has already been baked and I wrapped it in tin foil. I actually baked this at my boyfriend's apartment like a couple weeks ago and I didn't end up having it, so I just popped it in tin foil and I put it in the freezer. So this is frozen still, I just realized. I should let this, I was gonna say I should let this thaw, but we don't got much time for that. And then frozen Brussels. I know that my boyfriend's gonna see these and he's gonna go, Brussels! I'm gonna do Brussels sprouts. I like the frozen petite ones because you don't have to trim them. They're ready to go. Frozen cauliflower. This is going to go into my microwave steamer, as I will show you. And I actually just started an Amazon storefront. So everything that I talk about is going to be on my Amazon storefront. You can shop my life on my Amazon storefront. So I'll steam both of these veggies up. I'll just pop this in the microwave and hope that that works out. And then I have some honey nut squash. Honey nut squash is elite. It's only in season for a short amount of time, so I just stock up on a bunch of it. It's so good. So I'm just going to cut this in half, de-seed it, and put it in the oven at 450 for like 20 minutes. And it's just, it has this unique taste. It's so, so sweet, and I love things sweet. Before my boyfriend gets here, I actually do have to go down to my mailbox because I'm seeing Healthy Mommy tomorrow. I'm taking her out to dinner to celebrate her retirement. Finally, she is retired. And so what I did was I contacted like everybody that we know and I asked them to write a note, a handwritten note to congratulate my mom. And so I have tons and tons of these notes. And so I'm gonna put them all into this box, but everybody mailed them to me, so I have to go get the rest of them before I see her tomorrow. And I'm gonna give this to her tomorrow. And also, I am taking her on a very special trip. It has been on my mom's bucket list her entire life. She says, I don't want to die without having swam in the Caribbean. I want to see the Caribbean Sea. I want to see that teal water, and she lives for sunbathing in the ocean and the beach. So because she has worked so hard, she's retiring from 40 years of being a hospital nurse. She was a pediatric hospital nurse. She was also a college nurse. She worked so much. She would work Monday through Friday as a college nurse, and she would work the weekends as a hospital nurse. So she has worked so hard her entire life, and she raised 3 kids, and my dad 4 kids. So I got us a trip to a Caribbean island, just she and I, because we are literally best friends. And so I had my boyfriend print out the itinerary for it, and we are going to go to the Caribbean together. So that is gonna go in the box as well. My gift from her, or my gift to her after 40 years of retirement, a bunch of handwritten notes from people that love her and we are going to the Caribbean. All right, so I've got my microwave steamer, and like I said, this is on my Amazon storefront. And normally what you do is you put water in the bottom, and then you put the veggies on top, and then you put this on top. But with the frozen veggies, because I'm using frozen veggies and I don't like when they become waterlogged, I'm actually not gonna put water in the bottom and let the water that's in the veggies steam them themselves, and then they get nice and dry and crunchy, which is the way that I like them. And then I'll put this in the microwave for about, I'll check it after 10 minutes. Now with the squash, I reuse my parchment paper. I'm not a princess about parchment paper. I will reuse it, and no princesses around here. So the oven is at 450, and I'll put this in for about 20 minutes. Okay, so the Brussels sprouts were in for about 15 minutes. So those will go onto the plate. And then I'm going to just drain out any of the excess water. And then I'll add in my cauliflower. And now this is thawed out a little bit, so this might not need as long. So I'll put this in for 10 minutes. So these are the honey nut. They have been in for almost 20 minutes, and they're looking nice and caramelized. Look at that. Oh my goodness, that is going to be delicioso. I cannot wait. So if we flip them, ow. So good. I'm gonna leave them, actually. So we got 2 plates going so far, and both of them are for yours truly. All right, so the cauliflower is now done. So I'm just gonna add that. And then I'm gonna heat up the Hawaiian sweet potato. It's been thawing, but I need to heat it up. So I'm actually gonna put it into the steamer and just steam it up for a couple minutes.
He tried to make him a cuckold.
David Lindhagen cuckolded me. Cuckolded me. That is like the best movie, agreed.
Such a good movie, such a good line.
The best part is when Ryan Gosling's like, oh, so you're David Lindhagen.
David
And he takes off his rings.
David Lindhagen made a cuckold out of me.
He cuckolded me. That's honestly something you would say.
Yeah, no.
And I'd say, Bub,
no.
you don't even know what a write-off is. Okay, so I have just put the potato into the steamer for a couple minutes, and I might need to throw it into the microwave again, but regardless, wow. This color is just, yeah, it definitely needs to go into the micro, but no worries. This color is magnificent. There we go. Now you can really see it. How beautiful. So here is my gorgeous plate, and I will add some cinnamon onto the potato and enjoy this. Here's more of an aerial shot for you. And yeah, I don't add any spices or anything. I love to eat the food the way that nature made it for us. And it's really great when you let your taste buds adjust, because then you can actually taste what all of this tastes like if you don't add condiments or salt to it. Good morning. So we are going to be going to brunch, and I know that at brunch I'm just going to get fruit. And so I want to make sure that I eat something substantial before I go, because if I just get fruit and then we're walking around afterwards and we're seeing apartments, I will not be well. So I'm doing a cup of oats cooked with a cup of water in the microwave, and then I'm adding a seed mix and cinnamon. So this is flax seeds, hemp seeds, chia seeds, sunflower seeds, crushed up and cinnamon, and then I'm having a full banana on top of it. And this will allow me to feel nice and fueled before we go to brunch so I can enjoy our brunch together and enjoy the rest of the day and not be hungry. Good morning. The lighting is gonna be what it's gonna be, but that is kind of in line with what I'm about to say, which is, I just realized I have no color on my lips, but I do have makeup on, so that's a silly look. Let's put some color on these lips. We're about to head to brunch, and I have, as part of my New Year's intentions, if you watch my goal videos, one of my goals is to meditate before every single meal, and I've been doing that, and I don't want to stop doing that. I love it, and we're about to go to brunch, and so I'm gonna, in my car, meditate for 2 minutes before we go so that I can get my body into the parasympathetic nervous system before eating. I've been absolutely loving it. I just use the app Insight Timer. And so this goes to show you can do this wherever, even if you aren't able to listen to a meditation. I just listen to sounds. If you're at your desk or you're in your car, you can listen to a meditation. So I always just do a sound, and I'm going to do bird sound because it's the morning. And I'm just going to meditate for 2 minutes and do deep breathing. So I put one hand on my chest and one hand on my stomach when I breathe deeply. That's a grounding mechanism to bring you back to center, and my sincerest apologies about this lighting, but you can probably even tell by my demeanor right now versus my demeanor right before I did the meditation. I'm in a much calmer state, especially right after driving in the city. It's different energy, you know, the second you cross into city limits, the energy changes. So it's crazy how much my energy changes after a meditation, right? This is the energy that we need to be eating in. We don't want to be in fight or flight when we're eating. We want to be in rest or digest. So let's go to brunch. We're going to a place that we've actually never gone here when it's cold. We usually only go in the spring and the summer because we like to sit outside here. We have a couple of other places that we like to go in the winter. And unfortunately, those other 2 places that we like to go in the winter are closed for renovation for the next 2 weeks, both of them. So this place that we're going to is probably thrilled about that because they're getting tons of beeswax from it. Let's do it. And if you watched my 2023 goals video, you would know that one of my goals for 2023 is to journal every morning and every evening. And I'm so dedicated that I brought my journals to brunch because I wouldn't have time to sit down and do it at home. So while we were waiting for our food, I sat down and did both of my journals. And I'm going to be talking more about these journals in my update for February with how my goals are going. So more to come there, but I'm sticking to it. And I ordered, of course, the seasonal fruit bowl, which was absolutely delicious. You can see my significant other. He treats himself on the weekends. He will be plant forward all week long, and he will enjoy something at brunch. And then usually he says, I don't feel so good after. So I had my gorgeous fruit, and then we carried on with the rest of the day. Back at my boyfriend's apartment, I've put on his Sherpa because it's freezing. The sun is out, so you think that it's gonna be warm, but it's freezing. And it says that it's in the 40s, but the wind chill is in the 30s. So, went to Whole Foods, got a Hanny Yam. I'm gonna bake this in the oven. I've really been liking them in the Instant Pot, but no Instant Pot here. So I'm just gonna cut off the ends. The oven is preheating at 400. Okay, so I just washed the Hanny Yam, and I'm just gonna cut off the ends like so. I'm just gonna put it directly onto, all right, so I just put it directly onto the oven rack there. And we'll see how long it takes. I also have a bunch of zucchini, so this is funny. I asked Instacart for 4 summer squash and 4 zucchini, and they didn't have summer squash, so they gave me 8 zucchini. So this is not ideal. However, I would love to have more than just zucchini as my vegetable of choice right now, but es lo que es, it is what it is, and so I'm going to chop up some zucchini, and of course, I'm gonna put it into my steamer. All right, so I've got my zucchini in my steamer. I'm gonna put water in the bottom and put it in for about 15 minutes in the microwave. Potato is done. The zucchini is done. And of course, something important to know is that there's only one way to eat a handy yam. And it's that you must add cinnamon. It is a crime if you do not. So here we have it, folks. And the cinnamon's gonna go on top and it's gonna be delicioso. How yummy does this look? If you have not tried a handy yam, you have to get your hands on them. Add cinnamon, it will change the game for you. They taste like Honey Nut Cheerios. So I need to wrap up the box with all of my mom's letters in it. And I always like to repurpose and recycle things for wrapping paper as opposed to buying wrapping paper. So I'm gonna take the Whole Foods bag and I'll just turn it inside out and I will wrap, this is an Amazon box, and put it all in here as opposed to buying bags and tissue paper and wrapping paper and having all that end up in a landfill. We can repurpose what we already have. All right, so the box has been boxed. How cute does it look now? It has my mom's name on it, Lisa, and all recycled. I couldn't resist. We walked by a market and I saw these out in a bin and I was like, I've got to get one. So I'm going to cut this up and roast it. We're here with Healthy Mummy. How does it feel to be retired?
Fabulous.
Yeah, you're looking better than ever.
Thank you.
So we have our herbal teas. I got peppermint and Mom got some jasmine. And I will show you when the food comes out and we're gonna celebrate retirement and freedom. This is the gift from me for your retirement.
All right. Is it a bill? Are you kidding? Oh my You get to see the blue water. Oh my god, that's incredible. I'm so excited. You're welcome. Yes? We're gonna have a great time. Yeah. So Healthy Mummy got a very special meal. She got the vegan chicken piccata. That is so up your alley. You are so deserving of that. Thanks.
And then I got a macro bowl. So I love how they don't skimp on the veggies. I very much respect that. So I have a bunch of veggies and then underneath is just some steamed grains. I believe it's brown rice, yep. And I don't know if this is potato or squash, but this looks delicious. So we're gonna dig in. And then he brought me some nutritional yeast and some lemon to squeeze on top. Clean plate for me. And Healthy Mummy is going to finish hers as well.